Hi everyone and welcome to the Sleep and Learn channel. Tonight, we'll gently explore the fascinating world of natural medicine, from ancient healing plants to the quiet remedies found in everyday life. Relax, unwind, and let these calming facts guide you into a peaceful state of mind. The most relaxing facts about natural medicine. The ancient roots of healing plants. Long before modern hospitals and laboratories existed, humans were already learning how to heal themselves using the natural world. Across every continent, early civilizations observed plants, minerals, and natural substances and slowly discovered their remarkable medicinal properties. These discoveries formed the earliest foundations of what we now call natural medicine. Archaeological evidence suggests that people were using medicinal plants more than 60,000 years ago. In one famous discovery in a cave in Iraq, scientists found pollen from healing plants placed beside the remains of a Neanderthal individual. Researchers believe these plants may have been used as early forms of herbal treatment, suggesting that even prehistoric humans understood the healing power hidden within nature. Ancient civilizations developed sophisticated knowledge about natural remedies. In ancient Egypt, physicians recorded hundreds of herbal treatments in documents such as the famous Ebers Papyrus, written around 1550 BCE. This text describes remedies made from honey, garlic, aloe, and many other natural substances used to treat infections, digestive problems, and wounds. In China, natural medicine became part of a deeply developed medical tradition known today as traditional Chinese medicine. More than 2,000 years ago, Chinese physicians studied the balance between the body and nature. They believed health depended on harmony between natural forces, and they used herbs such as ginseng, ginger, and licorice root to restore balance within the body. Meanwhile, in ancient Greece, physicians like Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine, emphasized that natural substances could support the body's own ability to heal. He famously advised, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." Greek doctors often prescribed herbs, fresh air, diet changes, and rest as essential elements of healing. One fascinating aspect of early natural medicine is that many ancient remedies are still used today. For example, willow bark, which ancient cultures used to relieve pain and fever, contains a natural compound that later inspired the development of modern aspirin. Similarly, plants like chamomile, peppermint, and lavender have been used for centuries to calm the body and mind. Another remarkable feature of natural medicine is how knowledge traveled across cultures. Traders, explorers, and travelers carried seeds, herbs, and medical knowledge between continents. Over time, these exchanges created a global library of healing plants, combining wisdom from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Today, scientists continue to study traditional remedies to understand how they work. In fact, a large percentage of modern pharmaceuticals are derived from natural compounds originally found in plants, fungi, or microorganisms. This means that the ancient relationship between humans and the natural world remains deeply connected to modern medical science. Natural medicine reminds us that for thousands of years, people carefully observed the forests, fields, and mountains around them. They learned that the quiet landscapes of nature were not only sources of food and shelter, but also vast, living pharmacies filled with healing possibilities. And even now, as science grows more advanced, the natural world continues to offer new discoveries waiting patiently among its leaves, roots, and flowers. The hidden chemistry inside healing plants. At first glance, a medicinal plant may seem simple, a leaf, a root, or a flower growing quietly in the soil. Yet inside these plants exists a remarkable hidden world of chemistry. Over millions of years of evolution, plants have developed complex natural compounds that help them survive, and many of these same substances also affect the human body in fascinating ways. Plants cannot run away from danger. They cannot hide from insects, fungi, or grazing animals. Instead, they defend themselves using chemistry. Within their tissues, plants produce thousands of unique molecules known as phytochemicals. These natural compounds can repel insects, fight infections, protect the plant from sunlight, or heal damaged tissues. For humans, these phytochemicals often have beneficial effects. Some reduce inflammation, others calm the nervous system, and some help the body resist harmful bacteria. Scientists studying medicinal plants have discovered that many modern medicines actually originate from these natural plant compounds. One well-known example comes from the willow tree. For centuries, people used willow bark tea to relieve pain and reduce fever. The bark contains a compound called salicin, which the human body converts into a substance similar to modern aspirin. Today, this ancient remedy is considered one of the earliest examples of plant chemistry inspiring modern pharmaceuticals. Another fascinating example is the foxglove plant. Although beautiful, foxglove contains powerful chemical compounds that affect the heart. In carefully controlled doses, these molecules became the basis for medicines used to treat certain heart conditions. This discovery demonstrated how nature can produce substances of extraordinary power. Many plants also contain compounds known as essential oils. These aromatic molecules give plants their distinctive scents, such as the calming fragrance of lavender or the refreshing aroma of peppermint. In nature, these oils help protect plants from pests and disease. For humans, however, they can have soothing psychological effects, helping people relax or focus. Interestingly, plants rarely rely on just one chemical. Instead, they produce complex mixtures of many compounds working together. This natural combination can create subtle and balanced effects. Scientists sometimes call this the plant synergy effect, meaning that several natural molecules may work better together than a single isolated chemical. Modern laboratories continue to explore the vast chemical library hidden in plants. Researchers estimate that Earth may contain hundreds of thousands of plant species, yet only a small percentage have been thoroughly studied for their medicinal properties. Deep within rainforests, mountains, and remote ecosystems, there may still be undiscovered compounds with the potential to treat diseases. Natural medicine therefore represents not only ancient knowledge but also an ongoing scientific adventure. Every leaf, root, and seed may hold complex molecules shaped by millions of years of evolution. And in the quiet forests and fields of the world, plants continue their slow work of chemistry, creating medicines silently, long before humans ever learned to recognize their healing potential. Healing traditions from around the world. Natural medicine did not develop in just one place. Across thousands of years, many cultures created their own systems of healing based on the plants, minerals, and environments around them. Although these traditions evolved independently, they often share a fascinating idea: the belief that human health is deeply connected to nature. In Asia, one of the oldest medical traditions is traditional Chinese medicine. For more than 2,000 years, Chinese physicians have studied how the body maintains balance. According to this tradition, health depends on harmony between different natural forces within the body. Herbal formulas often combine several plants, such as ginseng, ginger, licorice root, and astragalus, carefully blended to support different systems of the body at once. In India, another ancient healing system known as Ayurveda developed over 3,000 years ago. Ayurvedic practitioners believe that every person has a unique balance of energies called dosas. Natural treatments may include herbs, oils, diet changes, meditation, and gentle therapies designed to restore balance. Plants such as turmeric, holy basil, and neem have been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. Indigenous cultures across the Americas also developed remarkable knowledge of medicinal plants. Native American healers studied the forests, prairies, and mountains around them, learning which plants could soothe pain, treat wounds, or calm the body. For example, echinacea was traditionally used to support the immune system, while certain tree resins were used as natural antiseptics. In the rainforests of South America, traditional healers, sometimes known as shamans, developed deep knowledge of the extraordinary plant diversity surrounding them. The Amazon rainforest alone contains tens of thousands of plant species, many of which have been used in traditional healing practices for generations. In Africa, herbal medicine has long played an important role in community health. Traditional healers often combine plant knowledge with cultural wisdom passed down through families and generations. Roots, bark, leaves, and seeds from local plants may be used to prepare infusions, powders, or medicinal pastes. One of the most remarkable aspects of these traditions is how knowledge was preserved long before written records existed. Healing practices were often taught through storytelling, apprenticeships, and careful observation of nature. Elders passed their understanding to younger generations, creating living libraries of botanical knowledge. Today, researchers around the world continue to study these traditional healing systems. Many modern medicines have been inspired by plants first used in indigenous traditions. Scientists increasingly recognize that these ancient practices contain valuable insights into the relationship between humans, plants, and the natural environment. Natural medicine traditions from around the world remind us that healing knowledge did not come from a single discovery or a single culture. Instead, it grew slowly over thousands of years, shaped by countless observers who watched the natural world carefully and learned from its quiet wisdom. The surprising ways nature became modern medicine. Although modern medicine often relies on advanced laboratories and powerful technology, many of its most important discoveries began quietly in nature. Over the past 2 centuries, scientists have repeatedly found that plants, fungi, and other natural organisms contain chemical compounds that can be transformed into life-saving medicines. One of the most famous examples comes from a humble tree. In the 1800s, scientists studying the traditional use of willow bark discovered that it contained a natural substance called salicin. By refining and modifying this compound, chemists eventually created aspirin, one of the most widely used medicines in the world. Today, aspirin is used to relieve pain, reduce fever, and even help prevent certain heart conditions. Another remarkable discovery came from the bark of the cinchona tree, native to South America. Indigenous peoples had long used this bark to treat fevers. In the 17th century, European explorers learned of this remedy, and scientists later isolated a powerful compound called quinine from the tree. Quinine became one of the first effective treatments for malaria, a disease that had claimed millions of lives. Sometimes the most powerful medicines come from unexpected sources. In 1928, the scientist Alexander Fleming noticed that a certain type of mold had accidentally grown in one of his laboratory dishes. Around the mold, harmful bacteria had disappeared. This observation led to the discovery of penicillin, the world's first widely used antibiotic. The mold responsible, Penicillium, is a type of fungus found naturally in the environment. Plants have also contributed to modern cancer treatments. The Pacific yew tree, once considered an unremarkable forest plant, contains a compound called paclitaxel. Scientists discovered that this molecule can slow the growth of certain cancer cells. Today, it is used in chemotherapy treatments around the world. Even some medicines used to treat heart disease and blood pressure originated from plant compounds. For example, certain molecules discovered in tropical plants help scientists develop medications that regulate blood vessels and improve circulation. One fascinating pattern appears again and again in medical history. Traditional knowledge often guides scientific discovery. Indigenous healers and ancient medical traditions sometimes used plants long before modern chemistry explained why they worked. Scientists studying these traditional remedies have frequently discovered powerful molecules hidden inside the plants. Modern technology now allows researchers to analyze natural compounds with extraordinary precision. Advanced microscopes and chemical instruments can identify the structure of molecules that were invisible to scientists only a few decades ago. In laboratories around the world, researchers continue to explore forests, oceans, and even soil microbes in search of new medicinal compounds. Despite the progress of modern science, nature remains one of the greatest sources of medicine. Many researchers believe that countless undiscovered compounds still exist within Earth's ecosystems. Hidden in leaves, roots, fungi, and microscopic organisms may be the next generation of treatments for diseases we still struggle to cure. In this way, modern medicine and natural medicine are not opposites. Instead, they are deeply connected. Behind many pills and treatments used today lies a quiet story that began long ago, in forests, fields, and the living chemistry of the natural world. The quiet everyday medicines found in nature. Not all natural medicine comes from rare plants hidden deep in rainforests. In fact, many gentle remedies grow quietly around us every day, in gardens, kitchens, and wild fields. For thousands of years, people have used common plants to support health in simple and natural ways. One of the most familiar examples is chamomile, a small flower that has been used for centuries to promote relaxation and better sleep. When brewed into tea, chamomile releases mild compounds that help calm the nervous system. Even today, many people drink chamomile tea before bedtime as a gentle natural way to unwind. Another well-known plant is peppermint. Its refreshing scent comes from a compound called menthol, which produces a cooling sensation. Peppermint tea has long been used to soothe digestion and relieve mild stomach discomfort. The plant's aromatic oils also help open the airways, which is why menthol appears in many cough drops and cold remedies. Ginger is another remarkable natural remedy that has been valued for thousands of years. Originally cultivated in Asia, ginger root contains compounds that may help reduce nausea and support digestion. Many cultures use ginger tea or ginger-infused foods when dealing with stomach upset or motion sickness. Honey, although produced by bees rather than plants, has also played a long role in natural medicine. Honey naturally contains antibacterial properties and has been used historically to soothe sore throats and support wound healing. Ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians even used honey in medical treatments. A plant that has gained global attention in recent years is turmeric. Its bright golden color comes from a compound called curcumin, which scientists have studied for its potential anti-inflammatory properties. In traditional cooking and medicine, turmeric has been used for centuries in many cultures. Natural medicine also includes simple plant remedies for the skin. Aloe vera, for example, produces a cooling gel inside its leaves. This gel has long been used to soothe minor burns, sunburn, and skin irritation. Many modern skincare products still use aloe for its gentle calming effect. Interestingly, many of these everyday remedies work best when used in small, supportive ways. Unlike powerful pharmaceutical drugs designed to act quickly and strongly, many natural remedies work slowly and gently alongside the body's natural processes. Scientists studying these plants often find that their effects come from a combination of compounds working together. This complex balance can create mild but helpful effects that support overall well-being rather than targeting a single symptom. In a world filled with advanced medicine and technology, it is easy to forget that some of the simplest healing tools still grow quietly in nature. A cup of herbal tea, a spoon of honey, or the soothing gel of an aloe plant are reminders that the natural world continues to offer gentle forms of care. These everyday medicines may not always appear dramatic or powerful, yet their quiet presence has supported human health for generations, growing silently in gardens, forests, and fields around the world.